Hello, and welcome to Nourish and Navigate Healing Conversations. I'm Kathy Boland, and I am so glad you stopped by. Here is where all kinds of healthy conversations happen, where some personal and difficult heart-to-heart discussions take place around life struggles. Stories of faith, hope, resiliency, and the work of God will nourish your soul and help you navigate through this journey we call life. It may not always be a bed of roses here, but this is where I want voices to be heard, stories to be told, and healing to begin. Through faith, laughter, and even some tears, we can connect with each other knowing we are not alone on this hike through life. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Maya Angelou. And if you are open to bold, honest conversations, then this is the place for you. Well, hello there. If you're here, then you made it through the pre-launch and you're back for more. And I am so grateful. As I was preparing to start this particular podcast and this whole podcast journey even, discerning if this was the clear path to take many times brought me back to the word clarity. So I thought it only fitting that this be where we start. So just bear with me for a few minutes. Life is messy, chaotic even, and I bet you didn't know that. Wait, what? Your life's messy too? Okay, I'm not talking about you didn't do the dishes, you didn't make your bed, you left your laundry unfolded. I'm not talking about that kind of messy. I'm talking about the sinking boat without a life preserver kind of feeling. That messiness, that chaos. Ever been there? I know that may sound dramatic, but for some, it may actually really feel that way. Life is messy, and messy is unclear. And sometimes we just feel like we cannot get out of that boat. Fear and uncertainty in the chaos cloud our vision, where sometimes we just stop right there in the middle of our tracks. We don't move forward. We procrastinate. Maybe we push back the deadlines for projects, allowing more and more anxiety to creep in. And then we feel like we're sinking even more. Now, I know it might not be as life-threatening as this sinking boat for you, but messy is messy. And there is still an innate need in us to seek clarity, to find the answers first. We always want to know the outcome. We want the answers. It's in the midst of those challenges, those turmoils, that makes it really hard sometimes to make the right decisions, to say the right things, to move forward. We sit in the mess and we wait. Sometimes we ignore things altogether, hoping it'll all go away. Why is clarity so important to us? Oftentimes it's about wanting control. We're wanting to mitigate the uncertainty. It's the lack of fear. It's the lack of faith that makes us want to maintain that control. We want to know the right path. We want to know what the final outcome is going to be. And not knowing that outcome makes it hard sometimes to do the work. So what's the answer? Do we just walk in blindly through it all? Not exactly. There's a balance. But primarily, this is where faith is going to come in. Clarity does help us get out of the mess, but only when we use the tools that we have. We don't want to make things worse by staying in the chaos. That creates just a whole lot more anxiety. And the challenge of making decisions in the mess is so, so hard. But when you aren't able to change the situation, then you are challenged to change yourself. And this is where you can focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your reactions, your next steps. So what are those next steps? Well, it's using the resources we have. It's seeking balance. It's not simply that blind faith. It's trusting God for the outcome. It's trusting that you can and have done the work, and God has the final outcome in his hands. This is clarity. This is where the project gets done, the conversation gets had, the relationship gets nourished, or even the boundaries get set in there. And then you put it into the hands of the one who knows what the final outcome is going to be, who knows where the path is going to end. So what are those resources? Well, number one, it's faith. It's prayer. It's seeking wise counsel. It's spending time in the quiet and allowing him to just have that control and handle the outcome. This will be easy to say, but hard to do. Surrender the outcomes, guys. It's the outcomes that cause us to fall victim to the fear. Do the best with all you have and leave the rest to God. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining my podcast today and listening to the voices of those that have shared a part of their journey with you, their struggles, their successes, their hopes, their dreams, and their faith. Going through adversity in life can threaten our belief or be the greatest teaching. I pray, my friend, something spoke to you today. Was your soul nourished? Our souls are what make us uniquely human. It gives value and dignity to our lives. You have value and you are loved. I hope and pray you gained something that will help you navigate your way out of wherever you're stuck, renews your faith, and or moves you closer to God, to living out your true purpose, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Whatever your journey, here's to healing in it, my friends. And I would love it if you would share with me, share with others, and please subscribe below.